And then you have the Southwest Division. You have the New Orleans Pelicans. You have the Dallas Mavericks, Houston Rockets, San Antonio Spurs, and Memphis Grizzlies. Let's start with the Houston Rockets. I think they're going to be bad this year. I know Fred VanVleet's on the team. I know Dylan Brooks is on the team. I think that they're going to be better, and they kind of bring a veteran and a defensive presence to a team full of kids. I mean, you have, Eason, you have Jalen Green, Sengun. None of them play defense. And I think you have one of the Thompson brothers, Asan Thompson, But I know Detroit has the other one. I just don't think that they're going to be good at all. And don't get me wrong, Fred VanVleet is a solid guard, as well as Dylan Brooks as a good 3-and-D player. But I don't know if they're able – I don't know, what you're expecting. And you're about to – man, look, there's a difference between being in the East and being in the West as far as the guard situation. I know Damian Lillard changes a lot of things in the East, but any given night you'll be going up against Steph Curry or – Devin Booker or Bradley Beal or Kyrie Irving or Luka or Ja Morant. That's or Jamal Murray. That's a tough one. So I just think the Rockets are going to be terrible. Memphis Grizzlies, they're going to be okay. I just don't know how. I need to see how the most important stretch of this season for them is the 25, games that Ja Morant is not going to play. Now, I know that they have a history of playing better with Ja Morant out, but I don't know. I don't know. I need to see it. I mean, Jaren Jackson Jr., he fouls out a lot, and he's going to need to play more minutes. I know you get Marcus Smart, but I mean, I don't know if Marcus Smart or Derrick Rose, because you got him as well. I don't know if they're able to fill the hole that Ja Morant's going to fill, or Ja Morant's going to leave. And when he gets there, are you still in playoff contention, or are you still amongst one of the best teams record-wise, or are you above float? If you're floating and then you get Ja Morant back, you're good. But if not, that's going to suck, and I don't know. The Pelicans, it all comes down to Zion. I know Zion looked good in the preseason. I know that he's lost weight or whatever, but his health is the most important thing. And there's a reason, which I never really thought about it, but there's a reason that as good as we think Brandon Ingram is, there's a reason why they're not that good with Brandon Ingram. Without Zion, they are a completely different team. They're not that good. Even though they have CJ McCollum, even though they have Brandon Ingram, I mean, they made the playoffs, but Brandon Ingram, I mean, in the biggest situations when they needed him, he kind of disappeared. Same thing we saw with him in Team USA. So I think it's all on Zion. We know when Zion plays, he is arguably a top 10 player. That's how good he is. It's just he needs to stay healthy. So then you have the Dallas Mavericks. And I think the Dallas Mavericks, they're going to win this division, I think. But they're banking a lot on Derek Lively, the second out of Duke, because they still don't play no type of defense. And I'm not convinced that Luka Doncic and Kyrie Irving is able to work together. Not because that they're not great players, but Luka hasn't really been able to work with anybody that's – both of them, Kyrie Irving and Luka, are ball dominant players, and you need someone to be able to. Luka has not shown the ability to play off ball, and neither really has Kyrie outside of LeBron James. So I don't know if they'll be able to work together. I don't. And defensively, that is probably one of the worst defensive backcourts in basketball. So I don't know. I think they're going to be exciting. I think they're going to score a lot of points. I think Luka is one of the best players in basketball. I think Kyrie Irving is still one of the best players in basketball. But I don't know if the Dallas Mavericks are even – I mean, I know you got Grant Williams, but is that really changing the needle? I don't think so. I think they're going to be cool, but not championship caliber. And then you have Sacramento Kings. Arguably, I will say this. Victor Wembanyama He's a freak of nature. And Victor Wembanyama, he has an opportunity to be one of the best defensive players in basketball, or at least rim protectors. He has one of the what I've seen in this preseason from that guy, he is incredible. And he alone is why I don't think the San Antonio Spurs are going to be the worst team in basketball. I don't know if he is good enough right now to propel them to maybe a play-in or playoff spot. I don't think so, but he is something, and he is indescribable. Victor Wembanyama is incredible. To be 7'3" and a half, because that's what he said. He is 7'3" and a half, and to have the ability to do what he does. Now, I am a little fearful of his stature, and hopefully he doesn't get hurt because he is skinny as hell. But talent-wise, he is incredible. Boy. Oh, man, you stayed to the end of the video. I appreciate you. If you like what you saw, be sure to hit that subscribe button so you'll never miss any content from your boy. You can also go back and watch past episodes, past clips, and don't forget that the Unpopular Podcast, new episodes drop every Wednesday and Saturday. Appreciate you.